Hi. I wanted to make a short, like 12 to 15 minute video of what I consider to be must-dos. And here is the criteria for my must-do exercises, maybe all days, but at least 3 to 5 times a week is my ultimate suggestion. Here's the criteria. It has to do with as we age and what I see in the world and in my classes, okay? I see that humans that are aging that come and take my classes on the regular, they come in, they're coming from their car, they put down their stuff, they can stand up and take off a shoe and then take off another shoe, and they can, at the end of class, grab their shoes, put them on without too much trouble. They're getting around in a nice, standing up nice and straight, like their alignment looks really good, and their ease of movement looks great, and their hands are really mobile and flexible. What I see, the other humans who come in that I don't see all the time, they have to find, and everyone is different. I don't judge people. I'm just telling you that the ones that are regular exercises have a more ease of movement. Take yourself to the mall or to the doctor's office or anywhere and notice what aging people's bodies look like when you can tell that they don't exercise very often. And I don't mean size at all. What I mean is they shuffle instead of walking through the foot. They're more cautious on their feet. You can tell their hands aren't as strong, okay? So for me, I exercise because I want to move around for the rest of my life, and I want to be pretty good at it. Someday maybe I'll have grandkids. I want to be able to do the stuff that my mom can't do with our, she's great, but she just can't do certain things because she's very limited for a variety of reasons, okay? That's my why about why I show up and do the kind of stuff that I do, which is just pretty gentle and regular, and it's going to keep me going good, I hope. Okay, shut up, Stacy. Okay, so we're going to begin. My first thing that I would do, like if I was going to get out of bed every day and if I was going to do this in the morning, I think a few stretches just feel great. Really, any time of the day feels great. This can get real tight for people. And then across the body. The other thing that happens when we shuffle more is that we twist less and folks lose mobility in their mid-trunk. One more each way. Nice, easy twist. Come back to the center. I like heels together, toes apart, but you can just stand parallel if that's better for you. Heels up, heels down. We've done these in class. Don't just let your heels drop down, lower them down. What I see out there in the universe is people don't use their feet as their age. That's one of the things I love about the Pilates repertoires. There's a lot, especially on the reformer, there's a lot of foot attention. The way our feet are is the way we get around. So I really like to make sure that people can use their feet well. Let's do 10 more here. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the heels. The next thing I love people to do is push-ups. My favorite way to do push-ups is against the wall. I don't always want to come down to the floor. Also, I have chronic neck stuff. Doing push-ups on the wall and push-ups anywhere is great for wrist strength and mobility. So you can either do a regular push-up down on the ground. I'm going to come to a wall here. Hopefully you can see me. Yeah. Okay, so ideally you're stepping away so you're at an angle. I'm probably at least 2 feet away from the wall here. Heels up and bend and push. A lot of times when people do push-ups against the wall, their hands are too high. That's really awkward. Make sure your fingertips are in line with your shoulders. Try that. And then move from there. My heels are lifted and I'm leaning forward in a really nice straight line. So aside from wrist strength and mobility, the other reason why I love push-ups is for the strength we have across the chest. Belly button is pulled in. I usually like to do 20 here. Let's do 10 more. And 9, 8. You have no idea how many people tell me that they hit themselves in the forehead on the wall, so please don't do that. 7 and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and then come back. Bring your thumbs behind your tush. Reach your fingertips towards the ground just to give yourself a little stretch. Inhale, exhale. We're going to do another set of those, but to break it up, we're going to come and do some balance work. So one knee up, one knee up. And just to make it a little bit more dynamic, opposite arm, opposite arm. So along the way, as our bodies are aging, our sense of balance gets a little messed up as well for a variety of reasons. Not messed up, that's not really nice. We start to lose our balance. And part of that comes along with that is just the fear that we're gonna fall. So I have a bunch of older clients that I see right now virtually, and we do so much one leg stuff because I want them to be more comfortable. Also, when you're wobbly, your body is learning about recovery. Okay, so don't judge yourself if you're wobbly. It's all good. It's exactly why we're doing the exercises. Let's do 2 more here. 2, 1, and 1. And let's come back and do another set of push-ups. I'm going to do another set of 20. I'm going to take it up a notch here. Getting crazy. I'm bringing my heels together and my toes apart, and then I'm going to put one foot on the back of the other. So I've just taken away some sense of stability, and it makes it harder. 20, 19, 18, 17. But go ahead and put that foot down if it's just not right for you. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And plus that's a lot of good work for that right leg. Of course we have one more set, so we're going to do the opposite leg too. Now we're going to do some squats. One of the things we have to do for the rest of our lives is sit down and get up again, right? Doing a squat in the right way is not so easy. You really have to send your hips back. One of the things I recommend to people if they're just learning how to do squats for the first time is to stand close to a chair this way so you can send your hips back. There's a few ways you can do it. Notice the bottom half of the leg isn't really going anywhere. When you come up, push through your heels and squeeze your booty. Another nice way to do it, so if you're nervous about falling, is to put the chair behind you and to stand with your legs right up against the chair. Sit back and stand up. Sit back, stand up. 10, each time you stand up, booty squeeze. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, and if you fall back, the chair's right there. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Okay, good. Let's do that last set of push-ups. And again, you can do heel up or heel down. I'm going to keep my heel down on this foot just because this foot's a little wonky. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Make sure that standing leg is nice and straight. 5, 4, 3, 2, 10 more. 10, 9, spread your fingers apart. 8, use them. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and come on up again. Let's do another set of squats. Okay, so come back to your chair, sitting down and getting back up again. This time, we're just gonna sit back and pause for a second and work on spinal mobility. Round and arch. Round and arch. Round and hold here. Send your hips back like you want to sit back in that chair. Bring your arms out in front of you. Slide the arms past you. Reach the arms back. Open the chest, stand really tall. We're going to add a heel lift to this next set. Sit back, stand, heels up. Sit back. So here we have 2-for-1 deal. Body strengthener, foot strengthener. Sit back, lift. Let's do 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and come down. Okay, our last little part of this class will be down on the mat, where we're going to do a little bit more hip work and core work and back work, okay? First we'll do, I didn't write it down, I had it in my mind. Okay, let's come down. First we're going to do bridges, and bridges are an absolutely perfect exercise for those of you that do a bunch of computer work, okay? And the reason why is when we do computer work, we're seated, the back of the body just kind of gets real sleepy and the muscles tend to go to sleep. Hip lifts wake up the back of the body, not only the legs. Press your arms down, and you'll be getting a little bit of a back of the arm and shoulder wake up as well. I like to flex my feet and push down through the heels. And just breathe. Don't hold your breath. Hip lifts. Everyone's range of motion is different. Just think about this. Come up as high as you want to, but don't lose the ability to draw the belly in just a little bit. A lot of people come in and they just let their ribs and their belly go a bit. So just remember that you've got some musculature in the front. That's why I exhale on the way up. It kind of helps me to remember that. Let's do 10 more. 10, 9, long neck. Don't create any extra neck and shoulder tension here. Try and release that. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hips down. Slide your feet away. Let's say, so they're a couple of feet away from your tush. Single leg circles. So we're going to bring one leg up. I'm starting with my right leg. The leg will come in towards the left leg, around, out, and back up. In, around, up. In, around, up. So this is a leg moving inside of the hip, and we're coming in towards the opposite leg, which is working the outside of the leg. The inside of your thigh here, and then you're coming out a little to the right, so you're working the outer hip. So it really gets it all. Let's do 2 more. 2. Press your arms down a bit, and let's go the other way. 6, 5. Here's another place to have a little awareness of your abdominals. 3, 2, last one. bend the knee. Let's switch to the other side. And in, around, up. 2. If it's difficult for you to keep your legs straight here, keep your knee soft. Keep your pelvis pretty still. 3 more this way. 3. And 2. 1 more. We've got to go the other way. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. And then come down, okay? And the last two things that I want to do are to work this side of the core and then that side of the core. For this side of the core, everyone is different. I'm going to go pretty gentle. You can go more deeply by tuning in more deeply. Arms down by your sides. I want you to keep your eyes open or closed, but imagine you have a corset around your waist, and you're going to kind of pull that corset in and bring one leg up and the other leg up. Keeping that corset pulled in, stretch one leg away without letting the corset let your belly lift you up. And reach, and you'll switch your legs. Arms by your sides. This is the first part of the Pilates series. It goes like this if you want to add it on. But you know what? When I see people in class bringing their hands up, they tend to lose the tone going in their belly. And so if you're not really familiar with that exercise, just keep your arms down and focus on stability through your center as you move your legs. 3 more. Don't hold your breath. 2 more. Imagine you're pushing something away and pulling something in at this as you move your legs. Last one. Reach and reach. Come all the way down. Inhale, exhale. If your low back is vulnerable through any of these, you're welcome to bring your hands or a small rolled up towel underneath your sacrum, okay? Arms by your sides, legs come up. Knees apart a little bit, toes apart a little bit. Squeeze your heels, both legs. And reach. So here, as you stretch your legs out, you're really pulling the abdominals in. 8. Neck is long. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. And then come all the way down. Last bit on your back. One leg up. If you can grab onto your calf with a certain amount of ease, then do that. Otherwise, grab onto your thigh. Let the opposite leg scissor away and switch. So this involves a stretch now. This is an abdominal exercise that will give you a deep stretch up the backs of the legs. You can flex your feet. If you want to also grab a calf stretch there. I originally learned this exercise with my head up. I kind of like the way that feels. Not everybody does. 2 more. 1 more. And flip. Put. Come onto your bellies. Okay, so the last bit that we haven't worked yet are your back extensors. This is a very important move for us as we age because we spend a lot of time rounding forward. I like to bring my arms wide, and I like to almost like push my hands down and pull back a little bit. You'll feel like it's propelling you forward. Sorry, I suddenly have the hiccups. Lift your chest and sort of reach it forward a little bit. I want you to feel this in your whole back, but especially the upper back. And then lower down. Press down, pull back a little bit. I have my elbows down. And lower down. So again, just to reiterate this, the attention is in the upper spine. The upper spine, I feel it in my whole back. If it feels intuitive to bring your legs up a little bit, do that. I just like to keep mine long and straight. Last 4. And be easy here. Don't force mobility. You don't need to force mobility. It will come. All right? Maybe you're only coming up a few inches. That's okay. That's all right, don't get mad. One more. And left. And there's so many variations of this, but that is the, that's sort of the foundation of that movement. And then I always like to give my back a quick stretch after I do that. And this is a really nice shoulder stretch. Inhale, exhale. I will come up through a down dog just because it feels good. You can come up through however you like. If you're coming up this way, try and relax your shoulders, let your head hang. Maybe bend one knee and straighten the opposite leg so you get a deep stretch through the back of that leg and switch a couple times. And then you can maybe soften both knees. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Pause here for a second. Relax your head. Woo. Inhale, exhale. Soften the knees. Push down through your feet and slowly rebuild. Take your time. Take your time. Oh. Sorry, you can't see my head. Okay, so those are my must-dos. If I was to do nothing for the rest of the day and I wanted to get a quick little something in, I would do that. And if I was gonna add on top of that something outside, it would be a 20 to 30 minute walk. And in my opinion, that's a really good day where you have just given yourself a little bit of attention, where it's like a gift for your future self. And again, all you have to do is the next time you're in any public place, notice someone that is like 20 years older than you who's having trouble getting around, and just remind yourself that a little bit of this attention is going to give you more mobility as you age. Maybe you're not going to be that older woman in the tennis skirt who's like super fit, but you want to get around. You want to be able to do the things when you're family, when you're older, when your family goes on vacation. You don't want them to have to change their plans. I mean, they will, they love you, but if you can get around, then you can do all the things with them. These are my goals, just because my mom growing up was very limited in her mobility, really since I was in my 20s. And it's affected how I see aging now, because I don't necessarily want to be that way. Okay, I love you. Have a great day. May the force be with you. I believe in us. Sure do.